My name is Catherine Miller. I am a junior pursuing a double major in marketing and French with a concentration in professional sales. I always knew that I wanted to major in business. I had taken a series of aptitude tests while I was in high school that led me to understand that I'd be qualified to be a florist, a barber, as well as someone in marketing, and so I decided on the latter half, but I felt that my experience with mathematics as well as my admiration for personability and working with people one-on-one would help to actually apply that into an international setting and see how the world works from that business standpoint that kind of makes it turn on a daily basis. I began using the OPCD services during the summer going into my junior year when I reached out to my academic advisor asking her for some help trying to figure out where I was going to head. And she redirected me to Miss Liesel, who's been so helpful, not only giving up her room so that I've had space to do interviews with prospective employers, but also to sit there and help me work through potential internship applications and anything that I needed from that professional standpoint. So I ended up doing informational interviews for several reasons. They were required course curriculum for both my busy 2010 and my marketing 3010 courses in order to give us kind of a foot in the door and help us to understand more about what you can learn from professionals in the industry. I also wanted to reach out to several of my dad's colleagues and friends who I knew were experienced in the field that I intend to pursue, just to hear some of their insight, not only about what it took to be involved, but also what they've been doing thus far and what has led them up to the path they are today, so that I can begin to develop that platform, establish what I want to do, and hopefully find more direction in the end. The difference between informational interviewing and regular interviewing is typically comes down to the purpose, whether you're there to get a job or get insight. And so when you're conducting an informational interview, it's important that you do research for both of these, of course, but you want to figure out where that research is going to lead you to. If you're trying to learn more about a position, if you're trying to learn more about a company or an experience that you may have from a job. Whereas if you are conducting a regular interview, you need to know more information about the company so that you're able to present that information in a more professional setting, as well as demonstrating your background and experiences that make you qualified to work alongside and parallel that company's success. In order to prepare for the informational interviews, I did a lot of research both on LinkedIn and Google, learning about the companies that all of these people worked for, as well as their background, so that I could understand and make questions that had demonstrated my research. And so I found it very valuable to have questions prepared in advance. I prepared a spreadsheet, I prepared a document, just that I would have that and have something to go off of to guide the questions, both based off of what I wanted to learn, but also hearing from their prior history. I believe that there's a misconception about what creates an opportunity. A lot of the times opportunities exist, but it's up to you to take advantage of them. And there are services that we both pay for and have as students here at Auburn, as students of the College of Business, that students don't choose to take advantage of because they sometimes don't know they exist, but also don't know just how great they can be for their personal success. I would highly recommend that students, whether they be freshmen, sophomores, or even seniors ready to graduate, reach out to their career advisors so that they can learn some of their insight, whether it be helping them to find internships or simply giving them a few tips along the road of what to wear for that interview coming up. Because when you have people who do have that experience and are willing to give away some of that experience and insight, it's worth taking advantage of.